Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the Daily English Coach podcast. I'm Rachel, and I'm so happy you're here with me today. In this episode, we're going to talk about something that's a big part of everyday life: socializing. Socializing simply means spending time with friends, family, or people you enjoy being with. It's about connecting, relaxing, and sharing moments together. For English learners, socializing is also a great way to practice the language. When you go out with friends, when you talk about your plans, or when you share stories, you use real English in natural ways. So in this episode, we'll learn how to talk about socializing in clear and simple English. We'll cover useful words, phrases, and expressions you can use when you talk about meeting people, making plans, and enjoying time together. Let's start with a very basic question. Why is socializing important? Well, spending time with people makes us feel connected. It gives us energy, it reduces stress, and it makes life more enjoyable. Friends can support us when we feel down, and they can celebrate with us when we feel happy. So talking about socializing is not only about language. It's about life in English. There are many simple ways to talk about meeting friends. For example, you can say, "I'm going out with friends tonight," or "We're meeting for coffee tomorrow," or "I like spending time with my best friend at the weekend." These sentences are short and easy, but they tell people about your social life. Now let's look at some vocabulary. When you socialize, you might hang out. This means spend time with someone in a relaxed way. Example, "I like to hang out with my friends after school." Catch up, this means share news with someone you haven't seen in a while. Example, "I met Anna yesterday and we caught up over lunch." Go out, this means leave home to do something social. Example, "We're going out for dinner tonight." Stay in the opposite of go out. Example, "I don't feel like going out. Let's stay in and watch a movie." These words are very common. When people talk about socializing, let's also think about making plans. When you want to ask a friend to do something, you can say, "Do you want to go for a walk? Would you like to come to the cinema? How about going to the park on Saturday?" And when you accept the plan, you can say, "Sure. That sounds great. Yes, I'd love to. Good idea if you can't go." You can say, "Sorry, I can't make it. Maybe another time. I'd love to, but I'm busy that day." These are polite and friendly ways to talk about your plans. Now let's talk about different types of socializing. Sometimes we go out for meals like lunch, dinner, or coffee. Sometimes we go to events like concerts, parties, or sports games. Sometimes we do simple things like walking in the park, visiting a friend's house, or studying together in English. You can describe what you enjoy. For example, "I enjoy going out for coffee with friends." "I like having dinner with my family on Sundays." "I love watching football games with my friends." Talking about hobbies is also part of socializing. You might say, "We play video games together." "We go running together." "We listen to music together." The word "together" is very useful here. It shows you're sharing time with others. Another part of socializing is describing how you feel. After spending time with friends, you might say, "I had a great time. It was so much fun, I really enjoyed it. I feel happy and relaxed now." These sentences are short but powerful. They tell people that you value the time you spent. Now let's think about cultural notes. In some cultures, socializing is very lively. People often meet in big groups, share meals, and talk for hours. In other cultures, socializing may be quieter, with smaller groups or just one-on-one time. But in every culture, socializing is important. It's part of being human as an English learner. You can practice by talking about your own social habits. For example, ask yourself, who do I spend time with? What do I usually do with my friends? When do I like to go out? Do I prefer going out or staying in? Answering these questions in English helps you build fluency. Let me give you an example of a longer description. I usually socialize with my close friends on weekends. Sometimes we go out for pizza. Sometimes we just hang out at someone's house and watch a movie. I enjoy catching up with them because we always laugh a lot and share our stories. After socializing, I usually feel relaxed and happy. This kind of paragraph is simple, but it's the kind of English that sounds natural in conversation. So here's your challenge for this week. Try to describe your social plans in English. If you're meeting someone for coffee, say it out loud. I'm meeting my friend for coffee this afternoon. If you're going to a party, practice saying, I'm going to a party tonight with my friends. The more you say these sentences, the easier they become. Socializing is part of daily life, and talking about it in English will help you sound more fluent and confident. That's all for today's episode. Thank you for listening to the Daily English Coach podcast. I'm Rachel, and I'll see you in the next episode. If you enjoyed this podcast, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Your support helps us create more content for you. See you in the next episode.